if you have the time to.
Yeah. The apartment I live in has our bedroom door will open for no reason, but we've determined it's not ghost related.
Is it?
I had a ghost in my. How do you know that?
Because I've been able to recreate it repeatedly. So some Pawtucket apartments have this weird design to them where the apartment I chose for our bedroom, it has a door, one of those slidey doors, the ones they'll be like this, right? And then they'll slide open like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of doing I know this is not good listening, but it's a slidey kind of door.
Okay.
And then it has a regular door going into our living room, and the slidey door goes into our kitchen. I don't know why that door exists. I never use it. We keep it shut all the time because there's never going to be a situation where I'm going to need to get from my bedroom to the kitchen immediately.
What if you're hungry in the middle of the night?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess, but
That's such a valid reason that you're talking about.
Mystery at midnight snack.
yeah, no, I'm trying to cut down on midnight snacks.
That's valid.
I'm not.
But so if that door is shut and it gets slid open just slightly, it'll create the air pressure will change just enough in the room that the door to the living
air
room
pressure.
will just
The air
swing open.
pressure.
Physics.
Yeah, it's a ghost. It's actually a ghost. It's the ghost of
It's a ghost of
Barnabas.
That's
Switzer.
Finch.
Yeah, Barnabas Atticus Finch.
Yes.
Yeah, from
Barnabas Atticus Finch. Maybe he'll become a recurring character on this show.
maybe.
No, we have Mary C.
We do have Mary C. Mary C, how are you
Yeah, we
today?
always leave a mic open.
Mary C. She's with us in spirit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, I don't know if I have any. Okay, well, since we are in Rhode Island, we are in a haunted state, and we have the Newport Mansions.
Ooh.
So there's actually a lot that went on there, and I don't know the time period for this, but there was a family who lived in one of the mansions, I believe.
Taylor Swift.
Yes, Taylor Swift.
Nice.
She lives in
love
Westerly.
Taylor Swift.
She haunts the mansion.
She lives in Westerly.
That's a different story, but yes, she does. And the family started dying off slowly, one by one.
Murder?
Maybe murder, disease, who knows? But the townspeople were like, we need to figure out what's killing these people, what's killing this family. Okay, is it supernatural? Is there a murderer on the loose?
The Black Plague.
Was it the Black Plague?
I don't think it was the Black
Smallpox.
Plague. I don't know, Selena. That's not the point of the story. So they dug up all the graves of the family members, and all of them were sort of starting to rot and whatnot, except for the youngest daughter,
Ooh.
whose complexion was all rosy, and she looked like she was just asleep. So they were like, she's a vampire.
Was she a vampire?
Was she a vampire?
That does kind of make
Yes.
sense.
Did she sparkle in the sun?
That's not what actual vampires do, Selena. Everyone knows that.
I know, but did she?
That sounds like something someone who's
Yeah.
a secret vampire would say.
What?
Ooh.
Are you?
I think Isabel's a secret vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does she know all this stuff?
Are people saying I sparkle in the sun?
No, I'm just saying, maybe you're just not the Edward Cullen type.
Yeah, you just said it so definitively that
Edward
vampires
Cullen-
don't do that. How would you know that?
Oh wait, Edward Cullen looks like a sheet of wax paper wore lipstick.
Actually, that's kind of true. Okay,
And
but
if anybody
Did
wants to invest in a hotter Robert Pattinson, there's a Royal Ballet dancer named Matthew Ball. Looks exactly like him, amazing dancer. I love him so much. I digress.
what if you listen to this, Luliao?
I need a picture
Matthew
of Mr.
Ball, I
Whip's
love
face
you.
right now.
No, sorry, but Robert Pattinson looked better in the Harry Potter movies.
I'm just
Agreed.
confused by Liao's vocabulary of invest. It's just odd to me.
No, but he's performing Romeo. No, not Romeo and Juliet. Or something. No, he's not even at the Royal Ballet anymore, right? No, that's a different guy. I think he's still at the Royal Ballet because he was on World Ballet Day.
I have no idea where he is
Yeah.
now.
He's in
I don't even
London.
know this person.
Matthew Ball, I love you.
Can I ask a follow-up question about the vampire situation
Yeah.
in Newport?
Yeah.
Did they do anything about her being a vampire?
I don't know. I think they may have burned her. Well, she was dead, so they were like, oh, she's a vampire. So I think they tried to burn the body, as as one does in those times. I don't know, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. It was back in the day. That's how they solved their issues. Arson, obviously.
I mean, didn't they?
Okay.
They also thought that women were witches and burned them at the stake.
That's what I'm saying. Arson.
Okay, the girl's name was Macy's Brown, and according to allthat'sinteresting.com, it may be, quote unquote, the one of history's craziest vampire incidents. So she said it was tuberculosis, actually.
Not Vlad the Impaler, aka Dracula. That's not the most crazy.
She said one of the most.
Oh, okay.
Vlad is still number one, obviously.
Do y'all want to hear one that's
Number
like
one
not
in my heart, guys.
Girl, I'm concerned for you. But what am I not concerned for you, honestly? Okay, I have another one, but this one isn't like a real one. This one involves a doll, as most horror stories.
Annabelle?
No,
Chucky.
Wait,
no,
can I just add
no.
on to the vampire story? According to allthat'sinteresting.com, the doctor found that the 9-week-old remains of Mercy Brown, which was the girl.
Oh, this is Mercy Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Were like startlingly normal and undecayed, and blood was found in her heart and liver. Mind you, this was 9 weeks. More rigor postmortem. And so she was like, no. Because they found skeletons in the graves, but then she found like.
What year was this though?
This was.
Like, what year was this all going down?
1892.
Yeah, so that's when doctors were still doing whack stuff.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, you know, they used to put, like, leeches on people.
Oh, yeah,
to make
sure,
them feel
that's
better,
true.
you know?
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
I was like, here's, that's like,
But like, did she kill her family? That's the real question.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like, because they found blood in her like liver and heart, like they were like, oh, she might have been sucking her family member's blood or like whatever vampires do, and like, yeah,
But didn't she also have tuberculosis?
yeah. Maybe she got tuberculosis
Yeah, she
from
got
the blood.
Okay, I think, that's how her family died. She killed them by sucking their blood, and then she got tuberculosis and was like, okay, there she goes.
Yeah, that makes
Even
sense.
tuberculosis doesn't stop vampires
yeah.
aren't stopping
No,
tuberculosis.
Yeah.
The most ridiculous explanation is the obvious one.
she is a vampire, y'all. She is a vampire.
She's a vampire, y'all. That sounds like a song.
You should
That
write
sounds like a country Halloween
Yeah.
song.
So
My girl's a vampire, y'all. I'm on a track. Tell us about this haunted doll that's not Annabelle.
Or Chucky.
I actually heard this story in like 3rd grade, and I've been telling it since because it freaked out my kayak instructor. So, basically,
Her
were what?
ashes were mixed with water and fed to this dude named Edwin. Continue.
Ew, what? Why? Why did he agree to that?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Because I think he had tuberculosis or something, and this like
they were
tried
like-
to
Wait, wait.
cure him, but
So
then
did-
he died 2
Did
months
they
later.
burn her?
They
Is that
burned
right?
her. No, they burned her. They removed her liver and heart, and then they took her ashes, mixed them with water, and fed it to Edwin. I don't know what that is.
What happened to Edwin?
He died 2 months later.
I'm just putting this out there into the world. If I ever get sick and a doctor says to me, you gotta drink the ashes of this dead person, I'm gonna be like, nah, just let me die, dog. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, same.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Cowards.
let's try one more time.
Would
This
you?
doll.
Okay, this
freaked out
doll.
your kayak instructor in 3rd grade.
I still think it was like 4th or 5th grade. Regardless, there was this little girl who had recently just lost her 2 best friends. Where to start like this.
Why are you staring directly at me? Like
I
I'm
don't
about to
know.
die or something.
So basically, her mother brought her to this toy store to go and get like a doll to, kind of be like, hey, it's okay, you can cuddle with this doll at night and just feel less alone. and
Damn,
stuff.
like your friends are dead. Here's this doll.
But see, I don't know. The mother was weird. So the girl's walking through. Let's call her.
Cupcake.
No. Let's call her
Linda.
Yeah, Linda. Let's call her
Linda. Okay, let's call her Linda. So Linda's walking through the store, right? And she's looking through all the dolls, and then she's like, she doesn't know which one to pick. Like, none of them really stand out to her. They're all kind of bland. Until she sees this one doll. It's your typical like, it's like, hi.
I was checking to see how much time we were
Oh.
recording. That's all.
Okay, yeah, like about half an hour.
That's fine. Keep going.
So she sees this doll. It is this beautiful porcelain doll with beautiful long locks of hair, and this like it looked like someone it was just like your perfect doll. Like, imagine the doll that you would be drawn most towards as a child in the toy store if you played with dolls. Because I feel like Isabel's about to go say, I didn't play with dolls as a kid. What do you mean?
I'm not about to say that, but okay. So
yeah, so she looks at the doll. The only weird thing is that like it's just looking with a peace sign. Yeah. Wee. And so, so she's like, Mom, I want this doll. So she takes it down from the shelf. The mom brings it up to the cashier, and the cashier says, are you sure you want this doll? A lot of people have returned it. And so, wow. So the little girl is like, yes, I want this doll. She's very definitive in her answer. She's like, yes, I want this doll. I have a vision. I have a dream to have this doll.
I have a dream.
But yeah, she gets, and so the cashier's like, okay, I'll just give it to you for free then. So she takes the doll home.
That's a steal. Sorry.
Is a steal, yeah.
Yeah. So she takes the doll home. She plays and plays with it. And so her like little playroom is in the basement. And so her dad's upstairs working. Her mom's baking dinner. So the night goes on, and she's just holding the doll underneath her arm because she loves this doll. It is gorgeous. It is her dream doll. And so when it comes time for her to go to bed, her mom is like, hey love, hey Linda, it's time for you to go to bed. You need to put the doll away in the basement. So she does.
What?
So her playroom's in the basement.
Okay.
So, no.
I think you missed that, Mr. Yim.
I think you missed the fact that her playroom is in the basement.
Yeah, I think I did miss that.
Yeah, her playroom's in the basement, so like everything's in the basement. Like, you know those families who like set their playroom in the basement?
Yeah, I mean, I've never lived that life. I've always had an unfinished basement. So.
Yeah, see, this is like one of my childhood best friends had like a basement playroom, and I was forever jealous. So she was basically that girl.
Yeah.
And so Linda puts the doll in the basement, locks it well in her toy chest, and she goes upstairs and she goes to sleep. Later that night, she wakes up, she has to pee, she goes to pee, and then she returns to bed. And she, like, as a kid does, like, you literally...
Okay, so Linda, this is so not the point.
I know, so she wakes up, and she goes back to bed, and then she suddenly hears these tiny creaks coming from the basement. She hears... What was that? And so she hears... Molly's coming up the stairs. Molly's gonna kill me. So she's like, what is that? Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
Oh, what is that? Yes.
Yeah, that's what you hear when you hear Molly's going to come kill you.
What is that?
She's like, yeah. And then a few seconds later she hears, Molly's in the kitchen. Molly's getting
no.
Molly's just looking for a snack. Oh. You said that.
She's like kind of freaked out now. So she runs to her brother's and she's like, hey, are you like playing a prank on me? Like, what are you doing? And her brother goes, bruh. I was like, as any teenage boy does. Maybe I'm just, I think that, bruh. Anyway, so she's like, okay, it's not him. So she goes back and she hears, Mommy's getting alive.
It's taking a while. She wants to pick the correct knife.
Exactly.
She grabbed the bread knife first. She's like,
No,
serrated.
that's not the right one.
She needs the fruit knife.
The fruit knife.
The fruit knife.
You have to go for like the what's the
cleaver?
The cleaver, yeah.
So she runs over to her parents' room, and her parents are fast asleep. And so she kind of crawls into bed with them, but then her dad wakes up and is like, bruh, go back.
Her dad also goes, bruh.
So,
does her family only speak in meme sound effects?
If you also went bruh El Bozo, then that would be someone I know.
So the dad goes, bruh, elbows. I'm just kidding. So the dad goes, okay, you need to go back to bed. You're old enough to sleep on your own. Maybe you're hallucinating. So she goes back.
L parenting right there.
Yeah. You did not just say that.
I did.
So she goes back to her bedroom, and so she kind of just like hides under the covers, and then she hears, Molly's coming up the stairs. Molly's gonna kill you.
I don't like that at all.
And so she's like hiding. She's terrified. She is paranoid. And then she hears, Molly's at your door.
No.
You better run.
No. Do you
So
want
she waits
that to happen
seconds.
to you, Mr. Yu?
No, I'm just taking it in.
Okay. She waits a few seconds, and the door swings open. No one's there. Then she looks down at the foot of her bed, and there is the doll that she got prior, with the knife in hand, looking at her. And the next thing her parents know, they hear a scream, and then they run over, and all that's left of her is some bloodstains and the Molly doll sitting on her bed holding up 3 fingers.
Why 3 fingers?
Think about it. Think.
Oh! Oh no!
Olivia, have you got an idea?
Because her 2 best friends were killed.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Essentially.
Sick.
This sounds like Coraline. Like but not Coraline.
Okay, what?
Or the Annabelle doll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think she escaped again.
What? Annabelle?
Yeah.
She's just on the list somewhere?
Allegedly.
Why don't they just
I'm not sure I buy it. There's a lot of money. Where they keep the Annabelle doll, it's like a whole like little museum thing of like haunted curios, and the people that own it make a lot of money. And I feel like once every few years they're like, "Nope, she escaped again. Come to the museum."
Why don't they just like, I don't know, throw her in the fire or something?
Because I don't know if that would kill her. The way people talk about her, she was in a box that was
Oh my
soaked in
God.
holy water.
Oh my god. You know how at the beginning Molly was holding a peace sign?
Yeah.
2 fingers!
It wasn't a peace sign.
It was the 2 fingers.
Yeah. I remember I told that story and like I freaked out so many people and it was so funny.
What happened to the body? Like, did the doll just...
The doll ate it.
You know, like dolls do.
I mean, that's what's speculated.
I think you could stay in the Lizzie Borden house.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
What's the Lizzie Borden house?
Oh, you've never heard of Lizzie Borden?
Uncultured.
Lizzie Borden. What's the old poem?
Oh yeah,
It's like,
there's like a rhyme.
Lizzie
Like,
Borden.
killed her father.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Lizzie Borden something axe gave her father 40 whacks.
Lizzie Borden
took an axe,
Yeah.
gave
Yeah.
her father 40 whacks.
When she saw what she had done.
No, gave her mother 40 whacks, and when
Yeah.
she saw what she had done, she gave her father
41. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And if you say that, the ghost of Lizzie Borden gets mad.
Where is she? Is she here?
No, I'm just she's in her house.
Oh,
in
in her
Fall River.
house.
In Fall River. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's in Fall River. I'm pretty sure. Or New Bedford. I don't know. One of those Massachusetts towns I never go to.
Girl, I go to New Bedford like every so often for swim meets, but also I don't like really swim anymore.
I think we should do a seance and summon a ghost one time on this show. I'm just throwing out here.
You could. I've talked about this on my podcast. We Are Wrong About Everything that airs every Tuesday night at 7:30.
Okay,
no plugs, no plugs.
I also gave you your shameless plug.
No plugs.
But there's an episode of Ghost Adventures where the host Zach Bagans during COVID lockdown because he couldn't go investigate places.
He was just like, come to me, ghost.
No, well, he has a haunted museum where he has like haunted artifacts, and he opened a box that like contained part of Satan in it.
What? Okay.
Shut up! But like, which part of Satan?
Unclear. Unclear, but he didn't pretend.
Or claw.
He claims he got possessed for the remainder of the episode, which just kind of included him just like standing in corners and being like weird.
I mean, is he a YouTube prankster?
No, he's got a travel show channel.
Oh, travel.
Because the travel channel is not like about traveling anymore. It's about reality television.
This has been the final hour. Thank you all for watching. Selena, take it away.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you.
This is a
Listening! This is a podcast,
Thank you all
everyone!
for listening, and tune in next week on 88.1 FM WELH at Wednesdays 8 p.m. for our next episode.